Let me hand over to you, Kate Cusick.
I come PowerPoint free, so I'll make this quick. Almost got a clap there for that. And as does he. So very quickly, I come from Red, and I think I'm, from everybody that I've heard from today, probably the thing unlike many others here, in that we are a brand that was created to figure out how to get a sustainable flow of money to Africa, and with a very simple objective, which is to get antiretroviral medicine to people who have HIV/AIDS. We partner, and we do that by partnering with big brands. So I hope many of you have your product Red iPod Shuffle somewhere. Apple's one, Microsoft Windows is one, Hallmark, Emporio Armani, Starbucks as of this November, and the list goes on. And those companies create products, and when you, the consumer, buy those products, those companies give money directly to the Global Fund. And the Global Fund puts that money to work on the ground in Africa. In just over 2 years, we've generated $122 million through the Global Fund. And that is the equivalent of impacting 2.5 million lives in Africa. Our money is on the ground at work in Swaziland, Rwanda, Ghana, and Lesotho. And hoping to expand that as grants come into and are approved by the Global Fund. So I think that two things that I've thought about in listening this morning, somebody said access to education, and Chris, you said people act if they know how. So unlike, I think, a lot of people talking about what you can do, how to make it work on the ground, what I try to do is to get people to care more. How do I get people to engage with the issue of HIV/AIDS in Africa so when they're faced with a choice at the store when they shop, they make the Red choice? We do that by partnering with the best brands and marketers we can think of so that we always have the coolest and shiny object. I'm just as happy if somebody buys the Red iPod because they like the color as if they buy the Red iPod because they know that they're sending $10 directly to the Global Fund. But that's something that's for us, the job, particularly in these socioeconomic times, when charity starts at home, how do we get people to really care about the 4,100 people dying every day of HIV/AIDS in Africa? So to me, that's what I would love to get, particularly as we talk about social networking and how the web can be used. How do we distribute that content that will make a difference? And whether you buy the product or you donate directly, or Red becomes a gateway to activism because you heard Bono say something somewhere and you looked it up, that all counts. Because anything that we can do to get more money on the ground, to get 2 pills a day, 43 cents a day is all it takes. So short and sweet, I'm sure people have a lot of questions, but we're just happy to be here. Thank you.